YouTube, welcome to my channel, and I'm here to give you a 4-month update on the S-Curl Blow Out Kit that I got. And I got so many views on my last video, thank you guys so much. I actually got 3 dislikes, and I was happy about that because I was expecting to get a lot more because I know this is a very controversial topic about putting a mild chemical on natural hair. I received a lot of requests for an update, so here you are. First, let's start with why I actually chose to get the blowout. I went back home to New Orleans for my birthday, and when I arrived there, I had stretched my hair the whole trip. I actually rode the bus. I stretched my hair the whole bus ride. Then I took my twist out, and my hair was fabulous. And then I walked outside, and then my hair just shrunk because it's so humid there. And I was there for 2 weeks, so I was just frustrated every day. I was having all these important things to go to. I was seeing people I haven't seen in a long time. Even I was at a second line, and BET had stopped me to do an interview, and then also I was taking family photos, and my hair just was like shrinking. I mean, it was into like what I call the Frederick Douglass. I was walking around looking like I invented peanut butter, like George Washington Carver or somebody. My hair was just looking like war and conflict. And don't get me wrong, I have rocked the Thurgood Marshall with no problems. But when you style your hair to look a certain way, that's just how you want it to look. Mr. Thurgood, when I was trying to be Miss Ross, you know, when I was trying to be Miss Khan, Miss Shaka Khan. So I was very frustrated. But the thing was, I looked to my left, and my mom's hair is slayed. Her hair, however she styled it, it would remain the same. It wasn't shrinking. Humidity wasn't beating her butt like it was beating mine. And I'm like, we have the same DNA, don't we? So why is her hair just, you know, slayed, and mine is like, oof, you know, it was just terrible. So my mom was like, look, little girl, let me put a blowout kit in your hair so you can stop all this whining. Don't get me wrong, I've had short hair most of my life. Even when my hair was relaxed, I had either like a Toni Braxton or a bob, but it doesn't shrink to where it's like, oof, like this is not how I wanted my hair. She had been asking me to do this for years, but I didn't want to lose my natural hair card. I mean, the natural Nazis these days are ruthless. Some people will try to tell women who have color treated their hair, if they don't use natural hair products, if they don't use nothing but herbs and oils on their hair, that they're not natural. So let alone if I put a blowout kit in my hair, especially because I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel, I was like, I don't really want to do that. But then my inner Rihanna spoke to me, and it was like, so you can't accommodate other people. You have to do what works best for you. I was so frustrated. My hair had become disobedient. It was so unmanageable, and it was so rude. Like my hair just was not listening to me, and I was just like, I have to do something. I was actually at the point to where if my hair fell out, I did not care. Like, that's how frustrated I was, because what's the point of having all this beautiful natural hair just to say it's natural and I'm not enjoying it? And that's just my personal story. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna stay in the struggle, and that's great. But the 4C struggle is real, okay? A 4C hair type is defined as having 75% shrinkage. That means you only get to see 25% of your hair. The rest of it is coiled so tightly. My hair is so coarse that it would cut my nails when I was twisting it. I would have to literally clip my nails. Otherwise, I would have strands just caught in my nails, like shredding my nails. And then also my hair just seemed like it wasn't growing. I remember talking to this girl at this party, and at that time I had been natural for like 3 years. She was like, how long have you been natural? And I said, about 3 years. And she was like, oh, you've been natural for 3 years? Like, that's all you've grown in this past 3 years? Because I had like a little bitty, you know, it was like half the size of this. And I was just like, well, wait, no, let me like pull it for you. Let me shake it. And, you know, she was like, I'm not convinced. So I had another lady comment on my last video that she hadn't heard about the blowout kit from my video. She would have cut her hair off. So, I mean, the 4C struggle is real. So let's talk a little bit about the process. The process, despite me crying, screaming bloody murder, and just all out having a fit in the last video, it was easy. Despite me almost dying, you know, it was a very easy process. It was like if somebody was just shingling my hair with a product. We barely let it sit on my hair. I think it sat for like 10 minutes. And my mom just used her fingers to apply. And then we washed it out. And I twisted my hair. And then that was that. So here are some tips. First tip, do not buy a texturizer. If it says texturizer on it, do not buy it. It has to say blowout kit specifically. And I have not tried any other brands of blowout kits, so I would definitely just use the S-Curl 360. Viewer of the last video made a really great comment, which was, is there a product for women? Because sometimes men's products can have hormones in them, like Rogaine or something, that may be counterproductive for women's hair. And I was like, oh, that's a very good question. But my mom actually got a texturizer like 2 years ago. This woman in the beauty salon store was like, oh, don't get that, that's for men, you need to get something that's for women. And so she went home, put the texturizer in her hair rather than the blowout like she usually does, and her hair, it got completely straight. So just do not get a texturizer. Another tip is, do not pull on your ends too much. The only adverse effect that I would say that the blowout kit had on my hair is that my ends don't coil as much as they used to. It's a little bit too loose for my liking. Another tip would be to use a wide tooth comb or your fingers, but mostly I would use a very wide tooth comb. And also you can use a blowout kit on color treated hair. My hair was color treated red when I got the blowout put on my hair, and my mom's hair is actually platinum blonde. And she does the blowout kit, and she doesn't have any like bad experiences. So you can use it on color treated hair. So the after effects. Of course, my hair is much more manageable. I put about 6 twists in my hair last night before I went to bed. Woke up, untwisted it, spread them apart, and I mean, that was that. My hair also absorbs moisture and products easier. Prior to my blowout, I would have to moisturize my hair almost strand by strand, like very small sections. Another good side effect is that I can see my hair growth now. Yes, my hair still does shrink, but when it shrinks, it's still fab. You know what I mean? Like, it's still not as bad. I mean, I'm not looking like, you know, I'm not looking crazy. With your hair shrinking 75%, a lot of times you can't see your hair growth. My mom was natural for about 2 years without a blowout kit, and her hair just looked like it was not growing. She put a blowout kit in her hair, and she had 2 extra inches of hair. I can see my hair now, and I actually need a trim on one side because my hair grows longer on one side than the other. And it's so funny because it used to do that when my hair was relaxed, but by my hair being natural, I never could see my hair anyway, so I didn't even realize that it was still doing that. So I actually need a trim. And the last side effect, and the most important, is that I just love my hair now. Like, it's so funny because now I run from protective styling, aka weave, instead of to it, because I just love my hair. I love how it looks. I love the style that it's in. And I love the big drama of it. So I love my hair now. And that just goes to show you that no matter what the trend is, no matter what society is saying, or your peers, or people even in the natural hair community, you have to do what works best for you. Like I said, some sisters want to sit out the struggle and, you know, say, I'm going to do this because I want to be natural. This is why I went natural. And that's fine. And then some of us are just like, I need something. I need something in my life, because this is getting too hard. I mean, like I said in the previous video, this product was invented in the 60s during the first natural hair revolution. So it's always been a struggle, and there's always been tools to help. You can choose to either use this tool or a different tool. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I have as far as my update on my blowout kit. As you can see, my hair is still attached to my head. I even have a little bit of body now. You know, my hair moves with the wind. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my videos. I did a previous video based on anger. It wasn't my best because it was my first video talking on camera, so bear with me, guys, but I advise you to check it out because there's still some wisdom there. I also have some videos coming up about my hair porosity, my health journey. I'm also planning my wedding. I'll be married in December, so there's going to be some videos about that, and just like good spiritual teachings as well. So my motto is, let us grow together. So let's grow together. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you hopefully in about a week or so. So bye.